Hello friends, welcome back to Industrial Learning. And today in this session, basically, I'm going to discuss about strip layout design. So if I talk about strip layout, then basically there are two types of segment where we deal with. The first one that is blanking tool, and the second one that is progressive tool. So in blanking tool, like we just talk about the material economy, means the utilizations of the strip. But if we talk about the strip layout for a progressive tool, then mm, at the time we just not only talk about the material economy or utilizations, but we talk also for the operations feasibility, like in which direction or in which types of strip the blanking, piercing, bending, piloting, or like that types of operations can be done easily, like without affecting the components performance or components function. So that also we have to keep in mind in case of progressive tools strip layout. But here, like basically we are going to talk about the strip layout for blanking tool, and here we will just talk about the material economy, maintaining the components or blanks strength, as well as without having any issue while blanking operation in press tool. So for that, if you talk about the size or dimensions, or then that if we talk further, then just let me draw one simple image. Suppose we have a blank. You can see here, this is basically this is our blank. This portion, this complete portion is our blank, and here just I am going to draw the same blank. So suppose this is our blank, and for this blank, like how much materials like seat, what should be the width of the seat we have to keep. So the two things will be there. Suppose we are going to keep the strips with like this, then the first dimension is there, like how much from this edge to this maximum, like how much distance extra we can keep. So this is the value like m. So this is basically called bridge scrap size. So the what should we keep the value of m. So we will see this. And if we talk about the next, then suppose here we have orientations for one blank, and we have one another blank here. So this is another blank. So the distance between blank to blank, so the distance between blank one edge of the first blank to the edge of second blank is nothing but n. So the value of n, how we have to calculate, that we will see here. And the third important thing, that is how much should be the value of e. So what is this e? Suppose once one by one we have arranged the component, then like something like where this will get some end. So if this will have some end, means definitely this n what you are maintaining, n here also there will be something like n. Then again this size will be n. After n, like what should be the size till where it will go. So this end e, that is end scrap size. So this also like we have to calculate. So these three things, uh, if we know that how much we have to keep, then easily we can design the strip layout for blanking tool. So basically what we have to calculate, the value of m, the value of n, and value of e, right? So just we'll see the formulas and all, how to calculate all these things. So the same things you can see here. This basically this is m, this is n, and this is e, right? So just I'm going to second slide, and you can see that the value of m, that was the from edge side, that is basically t plus 0.015 d. So t is nothing but the thickness of the material, and d is width of the blank, that is the distance. You can see here d means in this term from here to here, what is the distance, that is d. Clear? You can see here clearly, just observe with some concentration, you can find out here, right? So like this we can calculate the m. Next, we have to calculate the value of n, right? So the value of n can be calculated or can be noted using one table. So like you can see this table, and here if you notice, then we have two types of values. Basically, when we will have the sheet thickness less than t, that less than 0.6, that time we will, the value of n will be like this. And secondary, when sheet thickness is greater than 0.6 mm, that time we can take the value of n like this. So first of all, I will consider here first part, when sheet thickness is less than 0.6 mm. So that time, like, we will go to the blank width. So if the value of sheet thickness less than 0.6 means whatever 0.5 is there, 0.4 is there, 0.3 is there, whatever is there, that time we will forget about this sheet thickness, and we will come to sheet width, blank width. So I will come to blank width, and if blank width is up to 70 mm, up to 75 mm, that time the value of n will be taken as 2. When blank width will be 76 to 100 mm, then the value of n will be taken as 3. When blank width will be from 101 to 150, then the value of n will be taken as 3.5. And when the blank width will be from 151 to 300, that time the value of n will be taken as 4. So like this we can calculate the value of n when the sheet thickness is less than 0.6. But the second condition, when sheet thickness will be greater than 0.6, that time we will not talk about the strip width, but directly depends upon the value of sheet thickness, we will calculate n. So if we have sheet thickness from 0.61 to 0.8, that time we can directly take the value of n is equal to 3.5. But if we have sheet thickness from 0.81 to 1.25, that time we will take the value of n is equal to 4.3. And if we have sheet thickness that is 1.26 to 2.5, that time we'll take the value of n is equal to 5.5. And next, if we talk, if we have sheet thickness that is 2.51 to 4.0, that time we will take the value of n is equal to 6. And next, if the value of t is from 4.1 to 6, at that time we will take the value of n as 7. So like this I have clearly explained how we can take the value of n, that is the distance between edge to edge of the blank. I'm just talking about these two difference here. Again, let me remind you the value of this, like how much we have to keep distance between edge to edge. Now how to calculate the value of e, the last term. So for calculating the value of e, first we have to see that how many blanks like we are going to keep within one specific stock length. So for that, first we will take that number of blanks, we will calculate the number of blanks, and that is n. So once we calculate the number of blanks, then only we will be able to calculate the value of e, because we have to add all these, and finally we will use that in formula. So for calculating number of blanks, like we will have this formula L minus small n divided by small t. So this L is length of the stock. So if we talk about a small t, then suppose we have two component. One component is like this, and next component or next blank that is like this. So distance between the center of this blank and the center of this blank, so the distance between these two is called small t. So basically this value is length of uh, basically one piece we say, but not always. When we have 0, when the value of n is equal to 0, that time only we can say that this is the length of one piece. Otherwise this will be the distance between center of one piece to center of next piece. Like this it will be calculated. So finally you can calculate n, means number of blanks. Once number of blanks you have calculated, then using the value of n you can calculate the scrap at the end of the strip, that is E, and that is equal to L minus capital N into small t plus n. So again the value of L is stock length minus n, this capital N, number of blank that we calculated here, this one. So again this small t, that is also again from here, like what is this is t, this width or we can say length is in this direction, width will be in this direction, you should not get confused. And the value of n, this is we can calculate from table. So finally this we can consider, and just let me take you to the original size. So you can have the value of, you have the value of E, you have the value of M, you have the value of N. So in this way you can design the strip layout. So you can see your strip layout is ready if you have all this value. Got it? So that's all for today. We will have next session, then we'll discuss something else. So friends, if you like this video, then don't forget to hit like button, as well as don't forget to subscribe to, as well as don't forget to share. If you want that I should bring such type of informative video on continuous basis, then don't forget to subscribe as well as share to your friends also, so that I can get maximum more motivations to bring more videos. Thank you so much.